That's it. You are muted, by the way, if you're trying to say something. Oh, there you go. I was like, is he ignoring me? Oh, are you are you streaming live right now? No, on Twitch or YouTube? Oh, where's the link? Where's the link? I'm working on I'm playing with designer. Yeah. Once you get the hang of it, it like you start to get it. Like once you get yeah, like it's kind of easy once you figure it out. The yeah, that's the yeah, that's the same tutorial that Gage used did for the mud that he did. What I did is I kind of because I at that point already kind of like, oh, this makes sense. I added threads into the texture to see what kind of like results I would get, and that's what I got.
Oh, there you go. No. Okay. Sorry, I unmuted myself because it probably sounded on the stream like you were talking to yourself. Okay.
But yeah, that tutorial that he sent me, the mud one, that was probably the best tutorial I've ever seen at substance.
Hold on, let me. Gotta adjust these audios. There you go. Extremely unprofessional. There you go. And I'm gonna share this link. Over in progress 3. Okay, now coming to you. Let's see what you're working on. You're just watching my screen. Oh, nice.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so what kind of materials are you interested in making?
I'm doing rocks right now.
Dope.
I finally got an idea of how it works, like the whole masking thing. This is foreground, background, and then there's an opacity map. So whenever it's like a multiplier, you just multiply. It's like Photoshop essentially. You can like change it, and whatever effects you get, you'll get. So like I have subtract, right? It kind of like subtracted everything, probably from the foreground to the background. So
nice. Man, as soon as you decided to be an environment artist, it's going to be an environment modeling and texturing god, huh?
Not really. I want to like get back into it, and because here's the thing, like the one thing like someone had told me is like what you want to do is like the best like skill to have is to learn how to adapt to programs.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that I figured like designer I never understood, but like usually if I take a break from the program and I come back to it and then like do a refresher and then get back and get more into it, it'll hit me like, oh, okay, everything
nice. And you're basically just learning how to learn by learning a lot of programs.
Yeah. Yeah, this one's it's once you get all these fancy stuff, once you understand it, it like makes so much sense.
Nice, dude. That's badass.
I'm making like right now trying to do medium shapes with the deep like all these bigger shapes, and then trying to do micro details so that goes in between. And I'm gonna create a bigger one where it's just like all the other cracks and stuff like that.
Nice. That's dope. Just making it is sort of Hermeticus, but just wanted to make like a ungulate, like a deer-like creature for my world. And I know some others might be working on similar things to that, so I just want to show how I get started.
I'm just like importing all the Unreal files, that the file that was done in Unreal early access,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm putting it onto the real deal,
Nice.
because the real deal just like dropped on the 5th.
Unreal 5?
Yeah.
Hmm.
But I don't need this. Like file. Random.
So what do you enjoy doing the most?
As far as textures,
Um, yeah, in modeling and in texturing, all of it.
um, I like the sculpting. I enjoy sculpting more, to be honest.
Yeah?
That's like, as far as like stuff I enjoy in terms of 3D, like sculpting characters is gonna be my passion 100%.
Nice.
That being said, I do like placing objects in like Unreal. That's the second,
Yeah, is that fun? Kind of world
yeah.
building,
Because
laying out.
once you have all your assets done, at this point, it's just like more kind of concepting what your environment's gonna look like.
Yeah, just putting together the composition for it and
Yeah,
whatnot.
yeah, you're just putting it together. Yeah, I always tell students too. That's my rule. Whenever I'm making an environment, I always like to make it look like, and that's my description. It's like you want to always make it look like someone died there. There was a fight. That's
Somebody
always
died
interesting.
there.
Yeah, well, that's true. Like you want to make it. I said always make it look like a crime scene.
Nice.
What does that mean? Because a crime scene means that something happened. It always tells a story. So I always say make it look like a crime scene.
Nice.
If it can tell a story without people in there, then pretty much you made your environment.
Hell yeah. Sell that environmental narrative.
Yeah, as
Environmental
long as
storytelling.
yeah, that shows your storytelling. So as long as it looks like, that's why I always say horror scene. Like I like doing horror stuff because it's, especially like if someone had died or something like that, because it's interesting. You can add bloodstains. It tells a story.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to have blood. It can just be messy. And let's do. Shape is gonna change that to no.
It's a very suboptimal way of doing this.
This will be my big shapes.
That's fine. Just trying to block
I
some
don't want it
stuff.
small. Offset random.
Have you watched Attack on Titan?
No, I stopped at season. The season where they introduced the Beast Titan. That's where I stopped.
Okay.
So there's a lot of catching up I need to go. A lot of
Yeah,
catching up I need to go get to.
I've been catching
There's
up
there's a
lately. Really,
couple
really good.
animes I've been catching up. It's really there's one that I was watching. It's just funny as fuck. It's
Hmm.
like watching comedy stuff is my thing
Yeah,
for anime, because I've like toned down with like the dark anime stuff.
sure.
So I like
So
a
you've
lot of
seen
comedy.
Cautious Hero?
Oh yeah,
I love
I think I
that.
recommended I recommended that to Amir.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a
Nice.
lot of the animes that Amir watches, I probably most likely recommended.
Very, very cool. Yeah, Amir recommended most of the things that I watched in the past, but
Yeah.
now I have
So like, if it
students
was Black,
recommending stuff to me.
yeah, if it
Uh,
was Black Clover, then I recommended Black Clover to Amir.
nice. Yeah,
Uh,
Cautious Hero was one of the few ones that I kind of stumbled into on my own. It just showed up on recommendations, and I took a risk on it, and I was not disappointed. It was one of the
yeah,
best.
there's one I was watching. It was like some new ones that I just watched. There's one that was called it's a new one that just dropped today. It's not really an isekai. It's called Love After World Domination.
Love After World Domination sounds
Yeah.
like my life story.
Okay, so here's the concept. The concept is what made it interesting. So like it's like based off of like Power Rangers kind of. So they have
Okay.
this the Super Sentai stuff,
Okay.
and then the villain is like obviously like the villains that you would see in Power Rangers.
Hmm.
Well, the leader of that group, of that Super Sentai group, like love at first sight on one of the villains. So like every time they go into battle, is like, I'll take care of her. You guys go ahead and like fight the other guy. And it's just like when you think about it, like that dude's like just a dick because he's having his friends fight the villains while he's just getting a piece of ass on the side.
Oh my god.
Because one of the villains like, you're not that evil, and she's just a normal girl who does her nails. Watch, and it's funny. It's just they're just dating, so they're like dating secretly, but she works for the bad guys, and he's one of the good guys.
Lol.
Yeah. I'll be right back with something.
Blocking it in. Let's see what's going on over there. YouTube's. Let's look at some more references. It's not that square. No, it is kind of square from here. This probably turns around, kind of like a dog. Round, buck butt. Shading tells us a lot of musculature over here. Lots of good muscles on this one too. Big old mane. Look at that masseter. Goes down from here. Gotta analyze those forms. The legs gonna come up. Welcome back. The legs do kind of come back. So let's see. I'm sculpting elk butt.
Figure that out. Use a warp.
Huh?
Talking to myself. Directional warp. I'm trying to add like bigger cracks.
On the rock?
Yeah. So like right now this is good, like the smaller cracks, and then you're gonna have like bigger cracks in the to give it like a variation. So you know how you like tell your students like small forms, medium forms, big forms?
Mm-hmm.
It applies here.
Oh yeah, it's on everything. Everything to do with art. You want to get primary forms first, and then you move on to secondary forms, and then tertiary forms.
Yeah. I did that with a student who was like, he's like on the old side, and so still trying to figure out like 3ds Max, and so he's new to modeling and didn't like really understand the concept.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I gave that like, all right, look at this in like 3 different shapes, like primary, secondary, and tertiary shapes, and then everything started to like make sense. That's what I think they don't teach enough.
Mm-hmm.
At the school I work at, is that they don't break it down like that. I mean, they'll show you, but like you kind of have to like figure that out on your own.
Yeah, in art schools in general, they don't really teach art fundamentals. Yeah. It's very unfortunate.
Yeah.
So we'll change that, buddy.
There's no like actual art fundamentals, because it's weird because like the art program it's a completely separate thing. Because it's a community college.
Just remember, we're streaming this.
Oh, I'm not saying what school it was.
Okay. Cough, cough. Artist. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm trying to get my student. I think I might qualify for the forgiveness program.
And the artist, that'd be dope. Get that money.
Yeah, because they said that like, well, I don't give a shit about the money. I want to just pay off my get my student loans gone.
Right, that's money.
Yeah. Well, no, when you said money, I was like, I don't want them to give me that directly.
No, you're just not gonna owe it. Yeah, that's.
Yeah. But yeah, so during 2016 up to 18, they did have like a change. This is when like they shut down multiple schools, if you remember that.
I do remember that because my old school was one of those schools.
Yes. So because they did a change, that also affected some schools that didn't really close. Like our school was heavily affected because like the staff had to do some restructuring, and then that affected some classes.
Mm-hmm. And
because of that, I found out that like some of my classmates like qualified for the forgiveness
Mm-hmm.
thing. So I was like, oh, cool. So I'm gonna start looking into that because I might qualify because it's around that year.
Right. I like elks. Elks are cool. We'll give it a big old. It's gonna be like a medical elk. It's gonna have like big old fantasy antlers with runes on
Make
them and
them
shit.
roll. Like in Elden Ring, they have elks, but they roll like roly polies.
Roll? What the fuck?
Yes, they curl up like a roly poly and roll like Sonic.
Oh wow. No, it's not gonna be like that. That's a little bit much. That's a little bit much even for me. Even for me. This is gonna be the rib cage over here. This muscle over here. The rib cage is actually gonna go back further. Like here.
Maybe. No. Once you understand how everything works, it's just experimenting.
Yeah.
Make this bigger. Nope. Get in.
This free playlist is fire, man.
Playlist is it?
It's the Harris Heller, whatever it's called.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's great.
Yeah, Harris Heller.
Yeah, he has everything.
Yeah. I'm playing a lot of synthwave on there.
Yeah, his stuff is great.
Just locking in some of those muscles based on the forms.
All five directions work. Generator.
Alright, body's not quite right yet, but face is going to be more important. You always want to go after whatever needs the most help. I think right now it's time to go back to the face before over nitpick on the legs. Because yeah, even if it's not exactly accurate, just capturing some of those forms, it already feels like muscle. The form's already there. It already looks, it's got that cow-like body. I need those ears at some point. But I think this is about ready. It's about ready to go up. About ready to go up a subdivision. But for that, let's get cleaner topology. That's not geometry. That's not Dynamesh. Zero measure. Let's do it's the same on this one. See what that looks like. Let's see problem areas. See how well it maintains them. Well enough. Well enough, I suppose. I don't like the low. This guy, I don't like that at all. Not a fan. Let's run another one. Can only get so. It's probably fine. I can probably work with this. Probably work with this. That's fine. Yeah. Yeah, I can probably work with this. Topology wise, you should be fine. Do you ever use perspective mode when you sculpt?
When I sculpt, yes.
When do you and when don't you?
I don't. It's random for me actually.
You just go back and forth, kind of.
Yeah, I go back and forth every now and then. Yeah. For head, it's for doing like a likeness. It's different. I think I have to keep it. I have to go back, but I have to make sure I'm in the same camera view that my reference is in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the way Anna taught us. Cause like, and then like having pictures around the same time.
Oh, you were taught by Anna?
To do when we're doing like sculpting like faces, like it's best to do
Anna Carolina?
Like, yes. Nice. It's best to do faces when there were your reference has to be pictures that were taken like around the same time generally.
Mm-hmm.
And then you don't want like an older version of the photo or a recent version of the photo, depending on which one you have. Like, if the current reference is like from this date, you don't want a photo from like 20 years ago, because the photo from 20 years doesn't have all the the fats that kind of like it didn't have back in the day.
Right.
So you kind of want to stay generally, and then usually you don't want too many references. You want at least 4, so that way you can like focus on those 4. Because if you have so many references, you're just gonna get you're gonna get confused by looking at like multiple references. So it's best to have 4, like one side, and then one like facing forward, 3 corners, and then like maybe the back or something, whichever. That way you're focused more on those. Because if you get multiple, you'll start to like kind of get confused.
Get lost in the weeds.
Yeah, you get lost with the multiple photos. So it's best to have like 4 main photos to focus on. But and then the trick too is to make sure you have the right camera angle.
Cool.
Like, or not camera angle, but focal point of whatever camera the reference is being shot at.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have an idea of like if it's shot by like a 50, 52 or whatever camera, then you want to make sure that you set your camera to that, so that way you can get reference.
Mm-hmm.
You can match the reference spot on. That's how she taught us.
Yeah, that's legit. Subdivision on this one.
I want to go back again for her like mentorship, but like I want to do not just sculpting. I want to do more technical stuff.
More technical stuff?
Yeah.
What kind of technical stuff does she teach?
She can do like Unreal. I'm pretty sure she knows how to do on like Designer, and then Painter. She can do all of that, but she branded herself more as like for sculpting. like creatures and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But she can do more than just what she would show at a Pixel Logic stream.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because she's a technical artist. She just branded herself more like towards characters.
Oh, I didn't know that at all.
Yeah, yeah, she knows how to do like substance designers because that's what she was done. But she just does more creatures because that's how she branded herself.
Yeah, I like creatures. Her creatures are beautiful. She put up the
Oh, yeah.
dinosaurs, the scales, all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, she's great with creatures.
Oh yeah.
I do
Huh?
that shape too. No, I'm just like oh, other shapes here. There you go. Paraboloid. Sizes work.
Need to get more angles for this face. Let's come together. Oh, I think it's time for the eyes as well. Let's do. What are we doing? Do insert sphere. Let's go ahead and aim it sideways. 90 degrees. And we got this guy right there. It's a little high though. Regrets. Delete. And okay. Save your work. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna bring in a sphere before it's anything else. Before we turn it into a polymesh 3D, we're gonna go over to initialize, and we have some options over here. So let's do just going off 16 by 16. Looks pretty good to me because we can always subdivide it. Okay, call this. Call this eyes. There you go. Now we're gonna go over here, insert eyes. No, it's lower. Let's aim it sideways, hold shift. Scale it down. We can move it around later. But for now, let's do transparent, kill ghost. What angle are the eyes relative to each other? With the ear and the angle. Usually looking sideways, huh? No, they can look kind of forward. I can rotate them. Okay. I can do this for the time being. Make it nice and creepy. I like it. Let's bring it over here. Not too large. I want it to look wise. I want to stylize it a little bit. It's probably going to be okay. It's not pointing down, is it? I feel like it might be. And now it's pointing.
If all works.
Is it really pointing down? No, just my imagination. Okay, we got eyes. We got eyes on target. Let's make those eyes look like this creature. Okay, first I want to move them up a little bit. So this, let's get some reference. Get some reference. There we go. Perfect. And it's got that thing kind of sliding down. Let's find a good reference for their face. From the side view first, I suppose. We'll get a nice close-up that's kind of level. Or profile. Close-up. That's not it. What's your favorite animal, John? I know I ask you this like a million times a day.
Starfish. What's a specific starfish?
A specific starfish?
Yeah, it's a specific one.
How come?
Crown of Thorns starfish.
Why do you like that one?
It just looks cool.
What?
Very dangerous, though. It's a very dangerous starfish, and it's also not good for the ecosystem either.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you have to. They affect the corals, the coral reefs.
So why do you like it?
Too much of them are not good. Oh, it reminds me of this Pokemon I like.
Oh yeah, which one?
It's one of the new ones. From Sun and Moon. What's it called? Morini, or the other? It's Morini, or the. I forgot the name of it. The evolution of it. I forgot the name. Marini? What's the evolution of Marini? Is Toxapex.
Is that what?
Toxapex. Yeah, I'll show it. I'll put a link of it. I'll put a picture of it in the Discord. Put it in chat and memes.
And is that what this starfish was? Is that what this Pokemon was based on? This starfish?
Yes.
Nice.
So if you Google like crown of thorns starfish, um, that's what it was based off of. Well, crown of thorns because it looks like it has thorns on it, obviously. Yeah.
Religious iconography on that one. And we can afford it as a subdivision.
Yeah, when you see it, like it also like in real life has different, like it has very vibrant colors. So it's like a starfish. Think of a normal starfish, but it has like I don't know more than like five tentacles or like arms. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. About 16 arms.
Oh, this I need to
But
see. Let's see.
yeah, so type in crown of thorns.
Thorns, starfish. Crown of thorns, starfish.
Yeah, it's very, very.
Wow, it's crazy looking.
Yeah, it has thorns all over it, and then it has vibrant colors sometimes.
Cool.
Yeah, but it's very, very bad for the ecosystem. If you like look more, you'll find like divers. They literally pick them up, and they put them in bags and to get rid of them because they literally eat coral. Because that's what starfishes are. That's their meal. They eat starfishes eat coral.
But if they're bad for the ecosystem, why do they exist?
Obviously, like to balance it out, right? So, like starfish, coral um, isn't their only meal. Like they eat sea urchins and other stuff. It's just not good because if our corals is like slowly deteriorating, having too much of them is a bad thing, right?
Right. So it's not that they're bad; they're just making what we did worse.
Yeah. So it's not that they're bad; it's that there's too much of them, and it ruins the. When you have like when you see like coral, like dead coral, like once, because the thing about coral, right? If you touch coral, it fucking dies. The entire thing is dead. Like one break will ruin it. Will ruin an entire thing of coral.
Yeah.
So like starfishes and corals aren't two things that should be in the same place, I'd say.
Right.
So I laugh whenever you watch I'm not sure if you watch SpongeBob or used to watch SpongeBob. It's hilarious that like Patrick is his best friend. Because in real life, that's what starfishes eat. They eat sponges. Sponges are part of coral.
Wow. That is funny. You think they knew that when they made it?
I'm pretty sure he knew that. The original creator, he's long passed away, but I'm pretty sure he knew that.
The original creator of SpongeBob?
Yeah, something.
How old is SpongeBob? The creator passed.
It came out like early 2000s.
And the creator passed away?
Yeah, long ago.
What do you mean long ago?
I want to say a couple of years back he died.
Why?
Yeah, Steven Hillenberg, he's an animator, but I believe he was also something else.
What did he die of?
Other pursuits. Let's see what he died of. Illness? What illness did he have? Amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. ALS.
Oh, ALS.
Yeah, ALS.
Damn.
He died from ALS.
That sucks.
Yeah, he died at 57. 2018, he died.
Wow. It's too bad.
He was something else. Let's see. Married to teaches new school. You named after someone surfing, snorkeling. Oh, okay, so that makes sense.
He was a big fan of snorkeling?
Yeah, he used to snorkel, surf, scuba diving.
Makes sense. Like you said.
Yeah, he's a bird. He bird watches too.
Was a big fan of nature.
He was always an ocean freak, so he loved the ocean.
Nice.
That Hillenberg was very shy. Yeah, I thought he had like a. I guess I'm trying to look if he had like a background in like marine biology at least. Interesting. There you go. There it is. I'm looking for it. He has a marine science major, but he
Nice.
minored in art.
Cool.
He earned his bachelor's degree in natural resource planning and interpretation with emphasis on marine resources. He intended to take his master's degree, but said it would be in art initially. So that's where the marine biology comes to play. Yeah. I think
Nice.
it's funny that he minored in art because he's an animator.
Yeah, makes sense. Didn't Kimara have a degree in like zoology or something?
Yes, he has the degree in zoology. I think zoology is more broader. Yeah, if I was to go to another, if I was to take a another degree in like another field, it would be marine biology.
Oh, really? You love it
Yes,
that much?
because I enjoy marine biology. Very interesting.
Nice.
There's so much stuff that's like not yet discovered in the ocean.
Yeah, all the kaiju's down there.
Well, yeah, like because I live in Guam, so snorkeling was something I used to do as a kid.
Nice.
Snorkeling is it's not uncommon for me to like be interested in like other because like as a kid and it was so easy for me to go snorkeling because all I had to do was just go to like the closest store that had a snorkel and just go out into the beach because the beach was that close.
Nice. Yeah, we didn't live too far from the ocean, but we didn't really go all that much.
We we live like it was like right there for us. Um, the beach was something we grew up with.
Nice.
Yeah, we used to go to the beach all the time. My dad, everybody. It was such a normal thing for us.
Cool.
Yeah, like every Sunday, we like Sunday we go to the beach barbecue. I saw Moon Knight.
What do you think?
I like it.
Yeah, Chris liked it
I
too, right?
can't. Yeah, I was like, okay, I see what he was saying that he enjoyed because it starts off with like him as some random nerd and like some guy who just lived, working at this gift shop. But that's not him. That's not Mark Spector. He doesn't start off with Mark Spector. It starts off with one of his personalities.
Right.
One of his personalities is just some weird nerd who like has a sleeping disorder and doesn't realize that he's a mercenary. It just starts off like that. Like it doesn't give you like any background that like Moon Knight existed already or he had met Khonshu or anything. It just starts off with like, I'm this guy and all of a sudden I'm Moon Knight. Like there's no backstory. There is gonna be a backstory probably later on, but like it just like starts off like that.
Good.
So like the first episode is just him being like going crazy. Yeah, I like that. I like it when they start a superhero movie without any backstory. They just go straight into it, saying that yeah, this is Moon Knight. This is
Yeah, just give us the action. I mean, we've had plenty of origin stories. Let's just hear the story.
yeah.
I mean, origin stories are great after you're already attached to the character, but you don't have to do it every single time.
I think they should just do an origin story, but like um have it to where it's like brief and it's like in one episode. Like, we already understand his powers, we just want to know like how to get to that. But like briefly, like just tell us what happened. I think I like that better.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed like Ben Affleck as Batman. We already knew who fucking Batman was.
Yeah.
Right? They just like threw it in there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's gonna happen now to the DC universe.
Are you waking up on this now?
Because it somewhat had some promise because Flash was supposed to reset everything,
Mm-hmm.
but something happened to the current actor of Flash,
What
and
what happened?
Warner Brothers might drop him.
What do you mean? What
Yeah,
happened?
Ezra Miller. Let me see what happened. Something happened. Yeah, he had an incident in Hawaii.
Incident.
Yeah, he was arrested for disorderly conduct and harassment.
Harassment.
Yeah. Says
But the
that he was
Flash movie
yelling
is
at-
done, right?
Well, no, they were doing a movie with him. Or I'm not sure, but like they might drop him too, so we're not sure.
Who says they might drop him?
Well, that's right now they're discussing what they're gonna do with him. That's what some of the articles are saying.
Oh, maybe they can replace him with Will Smith.
Yeah, but he was already somebody.
Yeah, that's right. He was Deadshot.
He was Deadshot. Need all levels for all sides.
What's Glenn been up to?
Hmm?
What has Glenn been up to?
I don't know. I only saw him that one day. I imagine he's been busy with the memes.
Oh yeah, they do keep him quite busy.
Put that in it. That might be some. Yep. Here. And my brother losing flashlight. Put that in for them. Move the background.
Looks like
Multi-property. Here. That's it. Put this distance in here. Distance. this crack sweater.
Huh?
Maybe you should just use crack sweater. Maybe I'll get something cool from this. Take this directly to that. shit ton of isekais.
Huh?
There's a shit ton of. I think I'm over the isekai stuff.
Yeah. How many of them are there?
1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
You mean in general?
Yeah, that's a shit ton.
Yeah, it's a popular genre. Sword Art Online did this.
No, I want to. Well, it. I guess it did, but it's not the first.
I didn't say it was the first.
Yeah.
Game
I
of
think
Thrones wasn't the first gritty fantasy series, but that's what
Oh no, I
popularized
meant
the
like
genre.
isekai. I meant like I think it was.
I know what you meant. I'm saying, you know, EverQuest 2 was before World of Warcraft, but World of Warcraft is what made MMORPGs popular.
What was the first isekai?
It doesn't matter.
No, I'm just curious. Spirited Away.
I guess, yeah, literally.
No, but wait, which came first? I want to say did Inuyasha come first?
Before Spirited Away, yeah. Inuyasha
Then
was-
Inuyasha's the first.
I guess technically, yeah, it was extremely popular.
Inuyasha was the first isekai because remember Kogome went into a well and was transferred to ancient Edo Japan.
Yeah, this is true. I guess so. When I think about isekai in the modern sense, I'm thinking of like, the ones that are built like video games.
Yeah, that's normally that's the trend, but like because isekai is like
Yeah, that's a
yeah,
common
means-
kind of story type from Japan.
yeah. But in real life, it's like you got transferred to another world. So
Yeah.
Inuyasha would be the first one.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
Like during that time, during Inuyasha's time, the trend was samurais.
The trend was what?
It was technically kind of like samurais and stuff like that. Like it was.
I mean,
That's
that's.
from what I understand, because that's when all these samurai animes came out.
I guess so. You had Bleach. You had.
Well, Bleach was
Inuyasha.
early.
Yeah, Bleach was later, but that was like, Samurai Champloo, all that stuff. I think until like that Western kind of fantasy became more popular.
Yeah, I miss those samurai movies. Those samurai
Yeah, you don't
animes.
see a lot that many of them anymore.
Yeah. I want
Jujutsu
more
Kaisen
of
is kind
them.
of samurai. Yeah.
No, like ancient, like Edo period,
Yeah.
like samurai shampoo stuff. That's what I
Yeah,
like.
Ninja Scroll was pretty good.
I remember watching a movie for that as a kid.
For Ninja Scroll?
Yeah.
As a kid?
hmm
They let you watch this as a kid?
They didn't know any better. They thought it was a cartoon. Remember back in the day, if it was a cartoon, it was for kids.
Yeah.
That's how most
they get
parents see
you.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Naruto wasn't popularized until 2003, 2006.
Who?
Naruto, but I was reading the manga before that.
Yeah, I read the manga after I was I started reading the manga after I was sick of the fillers.
Yeah, no, I read the manga before it came out. And then I started watching it, then got sick of the fillers and went back to the manga.
Yeah.
But Naruto is really old at this point. Naruto came out 2006. It ended 2010 when I was in the army.
Damn.
So I was reading it as a kid at 11 years old, 2000.
What? Naruto didn't end in 2010.
2010? Oh no
No,
no no no, you're right. 2012
no,
or 13.
Naruto ended.
The manga. I'm talking about the manga.
Oh,
The manga ended earlier.
sure.
I kind of wish they didn't do the Boruto series. I kind of wish they ended it there, and he did the other one, because he had another one. They had another one. It was called Samurai 8 or something like that, or Eight Samurai.
Really?
Yeah.
That would have brought back some. So you're getting back into samurai now?
No, I enjoy that was more the anime I grew up with. It's more the samurai stuff because
Yeah.
I enjoyed Samurai Champloo. Yeah, see, they had one. It was called Samurai 8, and it was the same guy who did Naruto, but they did Boruto instead
Yeah,
on
Boruto's
Samurai
not that
8.
good. I mean, it was alright. It
Yeah,
started interesting, but
yeah,
uh,
and then they did like it kind of like overshadowed Samurai 8, which is a shame because I'm pretty sure that one's decent.
yeah. What fucked me up is when they had the time travel episode in Boruto, and it was supposed to be such a powerful kind of arc, but I'm saying in the anime, but it was just shitty filler. It was so bad
Yeah,
and
the
such
time
wasted
travel. Yeah,
potential.
yeah. I don't watch fillers. That's what killed Bleach too. Because I
Yeah.
love Bleach. Bleach was also my. Bleach is
Well,
the one that
what
really
really
got me
killed
into
Bleach
anime.
is the canon 1,000 year blood arc, which was just garbage.
Yeah,
But
which is
then
becoming an anime.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
picking it up, but I'm hopeful because they. I hope he changes it because if Tite
yeah.
Kubo
Maybe
decided
I hope
if
so.
Tite Kubo decided to bring it up and he did a an epilogue after the events of the Thousand Year Blood Arc. He did a chapter, a one-off chapter. It's a one-off, but when you read it, it's like there's more to this because it
Yeah,
shows
he
it
needs
shows
to
the good growth.
retcon that whole thing.
I'm 100% sure he's gonna retcon it in the anime. If Taito Kube is writing again, I'm pretty sure they because they did that with Food Wars. Like the ending of Food Wars wasn't that great in the manga,
Mm-hmm.
and then they changed it up in the anime. So
Really?
yeah, it's not that's not how the anime went down, and that's not how the manga went down in Food
So it's
Wars.
not unheard of then.
Yeah, it's not. No, they did that with Akame ga Kill.
Okay. Well,
Like the ending of Akame ga Kill, like the main character wasn't supposed to die,
nice.
but in the anime, he killed him. They killed him off, the main character. So like they changed up the ending, so it's not unheard of for them to change the ending of certain animes.
Hmm.
So I'm pretty sure he's not because what made him did the ending like that was just pressure. I'm pretty sure just wanted to end it and pressure and just like what fuck he just like I don't give a fuck anymore and then decided to end it like that. But if you read the new one, did you read the new chapter from Bleach?
The new chapter from Bleach.
Yeah, there's a new one that came out.
When?
I want to say a couple months back.
I don't know. I don't know if
Bleach
I did.
chapter. It's the epilogue of what happened after
Yeah,
the Thousand Year Blood
I
Arc.
read. Yeah, I read the epilogue when it's like the kids are grown up and
Yeah, and then it like introduced like like one of the what's his name came back to life, and
who
they like explain something about hell.
I don't know about. I'm not sure.
Let's see. There goes 2021. It came out 2021. They had a 20th anniversary manga special.
I don't know if I read that one or not. I remember there was one after the manga ended where there were like, it showed them grown up and stuff. Like, it was like 10 years later or
Yeah,
something like that. Is that the
yeah, it
one
showed
or
the
was it
kids.
something else? Yeah,
Yeah, it showed the kids. He has like a completely different like hairstyle.
yeah. But is that the one?
That's probably the one.
But
Is it the one
2021, I
where
remember
like
reading it much later, much earlier than that.
did it show like one of the old villains showing up?
I'm not sure.
The weird scientist with the glasses.
I'm not sure. It's been a while since I read it. It can't have been last year. Feels much.
Yeah, because I read it last year. I remember reading it. It was the 20th 20th anniversary one.
I think I read it much earlier than that.
Yeah. Does it explain anything about hell?
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's probably another one. Because the way he ended this one made it seem like they're gonna do more.
Yeah?
So my guess is my guess is if once they release Thousand Year Blood Arc, he's gonna continue the manga.
But are they going to be able to retcon it because it was so bad?
Probably. It's called. I think they're gonna do a Hell arc because they did the movie. Um, the Hell arc in the movie, and it wasn't that great. So he might be going off of what they did in one of the movies.
I'll have to look into it. It's getting kind of late, though. Probably going to call it pretty soon. What do you think about this? Started with some cylinders today. Um, got to this point.
It looks great.
Yeah?
Yeah, it looks good.
Thanks.
I gotta work on my Sakura for Street Fighter.
Oh, dope. Very cool.
Yeah, because what's his name? Uh, IR Sculpts is doing like a community thing, and they're doing a Street Fighter thing, and he's gonna put it in like an ebook. So every artist who participated is gonna go into it,
Oh, very
and they're
cool.
gonna do like, yeah. And he asked me like, "Hey, you want to do a stage for us, like an environment stage?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll do it for the book." And
Nice.
then I was like, "Let me look at something that I can do that won't kill me." And then, okay, I'll just retcon the dojo I did. Like I have the assets for this. I can redo the entire dojo from Street. I'll
Nice.
do the Street Fighter stage from and just retcon everything that I had because it once I have the files, all I have to do is rebuild it.
Very cool. I need to make the eyes larger. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm gonna have like super oversized antlers. Should be pretty cool. You ever think about how much elks look like cows when you take the antlers off? Big old chonkers.
Uh, they do look like cows. Look like mini cows without udders.
Yeah. I mean, they're related, they're ungulates, but yeah, I realize they're close. Very cool. think I'm gonna make this like a real time kind of project, and I'll have like a bunch of like I'll model the base, and I'll have a bunch of like options for the skin tones and like for the antlers, and mix and match. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like as a Medicus kind of beast of burden. I'm drawing a lot from. This is gonna. This is. I'm starting this like basing as an elk, but this is gonna be like an Irish elk. Do you know what Irish elks are?
No, I do not.
They're an extinct type of giant deer. It was basically very very tall, like almost 7 foot tall, 7 feet tall at the shoulders, and the head went higher, right? And it had the biggest antlers like ever from anything. This huge, huge, huge animal, bigger than a moose.
Watch the fight tomorrow.
I wish. I can't.
Oh,
Gotta stay in.
oh, you have the kids today? Tomorrow?
Hmm. Next week we'll hang out. No worries.
I saw like because while we were there, he was watching I think the pre-fight stuff.
Hmm.
So I was like, oh, cool. So I'm hoping I already have who I want to win, but that's probably not gonna happen. I'm not sure.
Look, a golden calf.
Oh no, that's not. You can make the distance more. That's crazy.
What? What do you say?
No, I just found out I can add more to the distance of what I'm doing here.
Hmm.
Games though. Huh. Change it to.
Alright, dog's calling. I think she's to go out. I think it's a good time to call it for today.
Alright, man.
Alright, brother. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for anybody who's
I was
watching
supposed
from home.
I meant to stream today, but like I ended up canceling. Something happened at home, so
Yeah. Oh, sorry to hear that.
like
Hope everything's okay.
Yeah, everything's good now. But everything kind of killed the streaming mood, but I still wanted to work. So
Word.
right.
Yeah, I figure I'll start streaming this. Maybe it'll help somebody.
I stream on Fridays. I have a buddy that I stream with. If you want to join me?
Fridays.
Yeah, every Friday I stream.
Oh, I'm trying to kind of support the community here with the students and everything as much as I can.
Then yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, so if I'm streaming, I'm gonna try to do it here for a while because I'm trying to build up the brand with Medicus and everything. But every now and then, I don't mind. Thank you for the invitation. Maybe I'll drop by every now and then.
We usually do like a little thing. So Fridays I have it changed up now. So Mondays is my character stream, and then Fridays it's like environment stuff. So that you'll find more. I guess Fridays would be the day where I'd be doing more like pipeline stuff.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So you,
By the way, I didn't tell you. But yeah, like so the skill system for Medicus.
mhm,
Um, we ended up exploring it further, right? So basically, it's gonna be pretty cool. All the skills that are in there right now, basically, you just roll as normal, like 2d6 plus your the stat that goes with it, right?
mhm,
And if you have a proficiency, the skill or trained, whatever we end up calling it, right?
mhm.
Then you get you roll the 2d6 plus advantage, right?
Yeah.
Uh, and then there's like specific skills that go under each category. We're going to be filling that up in the coming days, right? And that allows you that if you're doing something super specific, then you can specialize in that, right? And then you still have the advantage for all the skills that are associated with it, that whatever you're proficient in. But in that specific thing that you specialize in, you get to roll 3d6 instead of 2d6, and you still get your advantage.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so that allows y'all to like pick something that you guys. So everybody can do everything, right? And you just roll your 2d6 plus that, right? But
Yeah.
if you want to really specialize in something, then that would allow you to do that.
Interesting.
Yeah, and we're also going to have a few kind of skills that are kind of like the martial arts, but specific for those skills as well. You know, that increase that. So in terms of crafting and stuff, like everybody can attempt any kind of crafting, right? As long as you know the schematics or the recipe or whatever it is. And we're gonna set it up so that you learn recipes. You just learn them. You just got to spend the time to learn them in game. You don't put points into that or anything. You learn that through role play and through the world and all that stuff. You find somebody that teaches you in the game, and so you can just collect all those things.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So once you know something, you just know it.
Excited.
Yeah, it'll be pretty cool. It'll be pretty cool. And I think yeah, the magic's done. All the martial arts are pretty much done. So you can probably take a look at that as well and update your sheet. But yeah, we have one more month before summer, and we're hoping the bulk of the book is going to be done by then.
Nice.
Yeah, it's coming together very, very nicely, man. So I just got to populate it with a bunch of art, and yeah, we're working on the Book of Beasts. Yeah, it's there's gonna be a lot of cool things. There's gonna be a lot of cool things. Know what I mean?
I don't get too.
Huh?
Um, no, I shouldn't be too busy.
I didn't hear what you said before that.
No, I was like, I stopped myself. Like, hopefully, I don't get too busy, but I shouldn't.
Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Yeah, play with us. It'll be fun. Next week we'll play for sure.
Oh yeah.
All right, brother. Well, thanks for hanging out today. Appreciate you.
No problem.
All right. Oh, Brian sent a message in the chat right when I'm about to head out. Yo. Let's say hi to Brian. Make sure he knows he's the best. Where is this Brian? Where is this Brian?
I love this meme. I saw this before. The necromancer one.
When did he send it? Alright, gonna call this. All right, thanks for watching. Catch you on the flip side.